you're waking up and this has happened to you, oh boy, this is a big problem, right? But what happens when you drop a tablet? We're going to tell you how it holds up coming up after the break.
And time now for the trending topics on your social networks.
Trending this morning, how tough is your tablet or laptop or smartphone? We are testing them all. Mekahlo Medina is live outside our studios to show us. Mac, good morning.
It's a good question, and a question a lot of us certainly have about our mobile devices, especially the ones we spend a lot of money on, right? We have our lab coats, we have our protective eye goggles, and we are testing these devices out. We tested these out in the 5 o'clock hour. They did not withstand a 12-foot drop. Steve Abernathy from SquareTrade's, who is in the guarantee business, right? You do warranties for these devices. Yeah. You test these things out for a very long time, and they don't hold up to a lot of faults, right?
Yeah, so we're in the business of helping you protect fragile electronics. And let's face it, you're carrying around a big piece of glass. And most of our devices are, that you carry are tablets, smartphones, laptops, which tend to fall and get spilled on.
Right. You offer guarantees, warranties about 2 years or so, roughly between about $30 to about $100, right?
Yeah, they tend to be about 10–15% of item price, and they cover you for, harm's way that covers you.
All right, now let's get to the fun parts, because we're going to test these things out again. I mentioned we test these out in the 5 o'clock hour. We're going to test the tablet and a laptop up top.
Ready?
Right now in the 6 o'clock hour.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Here we go.
Up the ladder.
Up to the testing lab.
We're going to test 2 tablets. One is the BlackBerry Playbook. The other, of course, is the iPad. And we're even going to test a laptop. Let's start first with the tablet, though, Steve. Let's go with the iPad. That's
okay,
the big one, right?
iPad, the most beautiful device on the planet, is sometimes read at heights. It usually doesn't require 12 feet, but let's just see what happens if I'm painting and I accidentally...
Oh, you can hear the pain in that. Let's take a look and see the react. Oh, yeah, there it is. Could you imagine you spend $600 on this thing, you drop it, and that happens? That is just a really, really bad feeling, isn't it, Steve? Not
a surprise. Let's see how the BlackBerry Playbook in calculator mode performs at the same height.
Oh, man, there it is again, too. You can see the glass, and wow. Actually, it didn't do that bad. The screen got broken, but you could probably replace that. But still, if you don't have a warranty, this could be a problem. I want to talk about laptops, because you can actually destroy a laptop a couple of ways, right?
So laptops actually fail in a lot simpler ways. The most common way that happens to you and me is that we're drinking a bit of water, or a cat walks by and doesn't do well with water. Okay, so keep the cat away from the coffee mug. But, I was talking to our friend, the cameraman here, and we were talking, it's not so unnatural having a Wi-Fi at heights, looking for a Wi-Fi signal. Right. So as I'm looking here, this, could also...
Oh, yeah, there it goes. Man, that doesn't look really good either. It was good to fall, but still, it's wet. It's not really working. Just doesn't look great. Here's where the real damage is, right here on the iPad and the Playbook. These things cannot withstand a 12-foot fall, but they probably could withstand a shorter fall. Most people are kind of hanging around, right, Steve?
Get the case, get the warranty.
All right. We're going to talk about this over on our Facebook page, also on our website over at NBC LA. But more pictures and more links on what you can do to protect yourself. Back to you, ladies.
That's good advice. The entire studio gasped when we saw that iPad fall.
Right.
All right. Thank you, Mac.